What's going on, guys, and welcome to Rabbit's Used Cars. It was funny, and you don't see it, but I'm sitting here staring at the front of my Cadillac. Actually, I took it, and it was a little nippy here, so I took it to my cleanup guy and had it cleaned up. And I've got a couple. Matt shooting B-roll like he's going to put it in the video. I love it. At least he acts like he's going to do it. Jab. But it was funny. I took my Cadillac to have cleaned up. It was a little nippy outside, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't feel like washing it, so I took it to my cleanup guy. So I'm cleaning this thing up, and I've known this guy for years. And, he's been all around, and just a good wash guy. Always got a good story, and I'm a sucker for hanging around people with a good story. We get to laughing, cutting up while he's a scrubbing, and I'm a watching and smoking cigarettes. You gotta understand, my cleanup guy and me, this is an older, when I say guy, he's a man. He's an old man. He's been around a long time, and he's seen a lot of stuff. And I've heard some interesting stuff. We've swapped tales back and forth numerous times, and I've been accused of hanging around shady characters. So I don't know. Maybe I found that. Have you ever noticed that the logo, or the guys that seem like the low guy on the totem pole, they may not be that head guy, but they know all the shit that's going on. They got the good story. They got the scoop. So I don't know. For some reason, I always kind of like to hang out with those guys, keep them a little close. We got talking about some dirty deeds. Somebody owes you a little money or whatever or whatnot, and this wasn't in this state. And I feel like I need to throw a warning label on this. Don't go out and try these things at home. You got to understand, I'm old school as they come. I don't leave a bad Yelp review. I'm not going to send you a dirty email. I'm not going to talk to the manager. I'm not going to carry it in your ass. That's the thing that's weird. I feel like I'm that bridge between you young guys and the old guys. And I'm somewhere in the middle. So I got a little bit of both. Like I know how to work an iPhone, but I still know how to take care of business. So it's kind of it's a good and a bad. But anyway, so we got to talking and talking about people owe you money. People do you wrong. What do you do? And, if you've been on this channel for any length of time, you realize that I play hard and I play rough. Blame it on my trailer park raisins. Just how I am. You can take the boy out of the trailer park, but you can't take the trailer park out of the boy. So he was in another state cleaning up cars numerous years ago, and he had a car dealer that owed him money. Go figure, cheap-ass car dealers. He was talking about, this guy would keep sending him cars, and he would send his personal car, but he would never pay him to clean up his personal car, and he was just jipping him. And he said he appreciated his business, but he was taking advantage of him. And he said, it drove me nuts. And this guy finally got where he was getting slower and slower about paying, wrote him a bad check. And I won't tell you something. Let me stop there to tell you this. There is no worse feeling in the world than an NSF check. Oh, not sufficient funds. Oh, I would rather someone slap my mother in the face than write me a bad check. Oh, that's one of the three biggest pet peeves for Rob the Rabbit Pits. Bad checks, shitty excuses, and lying to me. Those three things drive me nuts. But anyway, so he's talking about this car dealer that was hoodooing him, and he was writing bad checks and not paying his bill. And he drove a nice Cadillac, and he was that guy who was hot to trot. So he put him a little surprise in his car, and he got pulled over with it. Is it dirty? Yeah. Did he get paid any better? No. Did he feel a little better about it? Probably so. Sometimes the best revenge is just good revenge. You don't want to wait for karma. You just let it do its thing. You know, and you get to thinking, and we get to talking back and forth. And I mean, I've always been that guy. I was talking to Mike Coy from Gas Monkey Garage this past weekend, and we were swapping stories back and forth about just swapping stories back and forth. We're working together in a project here soon, and it's like, he's like, yeah, we're going to get along just fine. You know, because, you know, he kind of plays rough like I do, you know, and, you know, I'm definitely one of the boys, if you catch my drift. You know, and like my cleanup guy, you know, like I was telling him, you know, he's like, you know, I remember back in the day, you know, when Iwana, which was like a newspaper classified in print, not online, but when somebody would piss you off, you could put an ad in Iwana for free. And I would call and put people's phone number for like giving away free Chihuahua puppies or something like that. And think about once it's in print, it's out there, son. We can't go in there and delete it. We can't send them an email, say, pull this ad down. Can't flag it. It's in print. It's in every gas station, you know, at a 200-mile radius. And their phone starts blowing up. I mean, I've had people have to change their phone numbers because of me. I'm the nicest guy you ever want to deal with till you piss me off. I love to make examples and make good stories. So I got a friend of mine, and I'm trying to think the best way to describe my friend. She's not the girl you would take home to meet mom, but you would definitely take her on a hot bowling date if you catch my drift. Eye-catching is a word I would use. I don't want to call her something that she's not, but I think you're catching the drift. I shot her a text. I'm like, hey, how are you? And she's a waitress at a wing place, and that shows their boobs. And I said, hey, how are you? She said, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Blah, blah, blah. I said, I need you to do me a favor. I said, how much money did you make last night? She said, I made $300. It's a pretty good night. So I tell you what, I'm gonna make you a deal. I'm gonna give you $500 to do a little undercover acting work for me. She said, what's that? I sent her a screenshot. I said, I want this to be your new best friend, this guy. I want you to jump in that inbox and I want you to fill him out. Because I think you understand where I'm going at from here. You get anything good and meaty, you just screenshot it and send it back to me. Shit, it wasn't 2 days later. I'm getting all kinds of stuff. It might got sent to his wife. I don't know. We'll let you assume from there. Moral of the story, don't do shit and you won't have shit happen. Guys, we'll catch you next time at Rabbit's Used Cars. Ever tell you about the time I helped the cops